for those that are new, that are looking to understand like why, right, like week 9, week 10, but pretty much what that means is I started pretty much on the New Year's, specifically on like January 14th is when I started my recording of like my training. So that's pretty much where it's referring back to as to like, oh, why week 9? What is this week starting from? It's pretty much starting from when I took it serious, where I started training like full on, tracking everything, hitting macros, hitting my workout program consistently. So yeah, now we're at week 9, and it's a beautiful thing, because I would say before I started recording and started training seriously, excuse me, I pretty much was like inconsistent. I was like on and off in the gym. I wasn't as committed, but until this pre-workout juice, well, it's not pre-workout, but got me burping. Yeah, so I've been consistently working out for week 9, since week 9. Now it's gonna be week 10. It's really cool to look back and be like, oh wow, I actually have been training consistently and not missing any workouts. So that's like a good milestone. And I've done this a while back. If I look back into my history, as I mentioned, dude, my English is broken right now. What is going on? I've done about, if I can remember correctly, maybe 2 to 3 years. No, I think it was like 3.5 years of consistently working out and hitting macros. Like I was super, super obsessed when I was in college, back in 2013 through 2016. And that was like, yeah, I was going hard. And then life hits you. You start to kind of deal with all the normal things that you go through as you learn to become an adult, having a new job, relationships, dealing with heartbreaks, dealing with just life in general. And I think that's normal in most cases. And obviously, if I had the chance to keep working out since I first started, I honestly would look like a nasty monster right now. But hey, I can't be that guy that says, oh, you know, back in the day, I used to look this big, and like, I don't care. That was the past. It's about what you do now. So I'm excited to be a monster soon enough. Like I said, I'd give myself about 6 months that I'll look pretty nasty, I would say. Not nasty, but just big, to the point where I think I'd be happy of like, okay, I like my progress so far. But yeah, I think I need at least one solid year of just training and making sure that I eat enough, that I'll be actually happy with my physique. Because right now, I still look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you're a skinny little bitch. Yeah, that's literally how I view myself right now. And it can be toxic, but it's a healthy toxic, because if I thought I was big, then I'm just delusional because I'm not big. So yeah, I don't even know if I even went on the same tangent of where I was supposed to go, but hey, I'm just letting it free flow right now. But I'm actually getting close to the gym. So, oh yeah, today, of course, today is the start, not the start. You know how many times I have to do retakes sometimes because I just mess up in the middle of something and I'm like, dang it, I have to redo everything. Well, I'm not doing that today. So today is gonna be my technique weak points, meaning just focusing on the muscles that I think needs to grow more. So it's technically chest and back today, and also probably adding a little bit of shoulders. Ooh, wrong turn, see daisies. Yeah, so yeah, today is those weak point focus, and honestly, I'm excited. As long as it's not a leg day, which is tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing some different workouts, and see you guys in the gym. We are doing the Incline Arsenal flies. So last week I did these, and I supersetted with push-ups. I'm kind of like hesitant on supersetting with push-ups. I'm not sure if I liked it, but I'm gonna just do Arsenal flies. And I did, what is it, 60 pounds last week for 12, 12, 9, 9. But remember, I supersetted with push-ups, so I expect to be able to do about 12 all across the board. Let's find out. Nine. 12. All right. Whew. That was 13. I was supposed to do 12, but I was like, I might as well get that extra rep in. And I think what I am going to do is I'm going to superset with my back workout that I'm going to do, which is the cable overhand pulls. So I'm going to do that right now. That way I can rest my chest and then get right back to this. I did 54 kilograms for 12, 12, 11. I'm going to stick to the same weight and hopefully I can hit 12, 12, 12. Let's get it. Whew. Did 13, and then I did 12 on the back. Cool, so this is my second set. Let's see what I can do. Aiming for 12. If I hit 13 again, I'm obviously a lot stronger then. Let's go. Second set. 11, 12. Oh, shit. Woo-wee. Yeah, that felt great. I swear, I don't think any public gym has this kind of machine. You're missing out. I mean, the closest thing that you could do with this movement inside a public gym would be using dumbbells, where you could, do an incline. But I would say the hardest part is to actually engage that movement, because by the time the dumbbell reaches at a certain point here, you kind of lose tension at the top, and you got to be really specific when you're using the muscles when you're hitting it. So seated cable side out raises, and I'm gonna try and superset with like a shoulder press as well. Right now it's at 12.5 kilograms. Let's see how much we go for. Much better, actually. Actually, leaning forward feels a lot better. Okay, I'll just say that's 2 reps. 3. 7. 12. 15. 18. Oh. Yeah, that's good. I think last week I did 34 kilograms, roughly between the 12 to 15 rep range. Now I'm increasing it to 39.5 kilograms. And I'm gonna be doing, let's see, 10 to 15 reps. And then again, a burnout set after each set. Aiming to do 3 to 4 sets total. Let's go.
Shit, you can get me.
15. 16. 17. Oh. I'm actually do full range, but rep it out. Uh, 20. Whew. Chest is feeling pretty plumped. those are good. The cable pullovers, increasing it this week to 56 kilograms. I think I'm gonna hit probably about 12 or so. I'm gonna try to do 3 to 4 sets. All right, this is my first set, 56 kilograms. Let's go. Uh, 12. Yes. So I already did 2 sets of the pullovers. I'm gonna do 4 sets total. I'll move on to the next. 3 sets of the pull downs, and then we're gonna finish with some arms. Not bad. 70 kilograms for 12. Gonna do 2 more sets. One little quick tip when it comes to hitting the lat pull downs. I don't think, well, there can be obviously a wrong way to hit it. But ideally speaking, if you're just, hey, have a good one. Typically speaking, the goal is to do a vertical, because there's vertical row, vertical meaning up and down, and then horizontal rows, right? They work different parts of the back muscle. But typically the vertical, we're trying to engage more of the lats and potentially a little bit of the inside back. And I notice a lot of people tend to do these, but then they'll pull it back and then they'll hit it to their chest like this, right? It's almost like you're just doing a horizontal row, which in my opinion defeats the purpose of what a vertical row is. Being able to keep your body straight, right? Just keeping it like this, slightly bent, and then pulling down. And when I hit it, when I'm always flexing like this, right? You want to flex your lats, especially for like a bodybuilding show. I try not to, again, lean and just pulling it to my chest like it's almost a horizontal row. I imagine myself that I'm doing this flexing movement where I'm flexing my lats. I'll pull it down like that, like I'm flexing it. So this part gets really tense. And I also feel it in this upper lat region. I don't know if that tip helped, but yeah, try to stay away from just doing where you lean super back and try to keep yourself more vertical up and use the lats. That's my little tip there. Remember, keep yourself upright. 10. Ooh. Tricep pushdowns. I'm doing them. Let's try a little bit heavier. I can do 50s. Let's see how this goes. $14, $15. About 15, not bad. Skinny boys. Let's do this. Should be able to do 10. Let's go. Nine, 10. One. Whew. 2 more sets. I don't know if I'm gonna do another workout. We'll see. Welcome to the driving back home car talk. Overall, it was an amazing session. I'm really happy. I was really focused, really locked in. There wasn't any distractions. And just a good workout overall. I love those sessions, especially when the past few days has been a little rough on the energy side of things. And I'm just feeling like myself, more like myself now. Something that it's pretty crazy to think about how much by default our mind tends to be more pessimistic than being optimistic, especially when it almost feels like the world is on your shoulders and it almost feels like everything you do or try to do doesn't feel like it's going your way. Especially in my situation, it has to do with like not getting enough sleep, like having these knots and then my lower back hurting, not getting the best sessions, sleep schedules off. Just a lot of things that are going against me of what I want to have a successful day or a successful routine. And today is one of those days where, looking back at the past 3, 4, or 5 days, I feel like all those bad days that accumulated, it was trying to keep me stuck in that same low vibrational feeling where you just feel like the victim, like everything just sucks. And it's a nasty feeling to have to live in that, I could say, consciousness or in that state of reality, because it's so easy by default. It's easy to be in that negative mindset. I always talk about like life is like quicksand, and I'm not gonna say as unfortunate as it is, but like the reality is like you have to put in energy, you have to put in the work to even remain neutral, to be able to stay above that negative energy that can naturally trap you and bring you down, right? So like when you get out of quicksand, it's still sinking you in and you're just like trying to climb out of it, right? So I see life like that, where as you climb, it's still gonna keep you sinking, but if you can work harder and do the things that you're supposed to do, waking up early, making sure you're eating right, making sure you get your workout in, making sure you're knocking out all your tasks, that's how you get out of the quicksand faster, to the point where you're eventually out of the center of gravity where that quicksand is, and you're coming out of that circle where now you barely feel the quicksand pulling you down, because you're always maintaining and being ahead of that quicksand. And that's how I basically see life, is that. But what really sucks is that most people are stuck in that quicksand, and it's hard to even be ahead of that quicksand. There's moments where I'll be ahead and out of that low, miserable place, which I can attest to for the past 2 months, but then eventually I kind of crashed and burned a little bit, and I slowly sunk back in, and then I started sitting in this negative mindset of like, oh my gosh, what's the point of these vlogs again? Why am I even doing this? Oh, nothing's happening. I'm not doing anything. I'm not making enough money. I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not this. And it just gets overwhelming. And then on top of those thoughts, I start to also get bad sleep. I have a bad leg day because my lower back is hurting, and so I can't hit my legs as hard as I used to. And so I start accumulating all this negative stuff, and now it's just me playing victim, that, oh, it sucks, I can't do this because of this injury, I can't do this, I can't do that. And it becomes this automatic, robotic, autonomous lifestyle that you just forget about like what's happening right in front of you. You forget about the present moment. You forget about all the good things in life. And that is something that I'm constantly always battling till this day. And I'm not perfect, but I think I've gotten a lot better at maintaining my vibration, the way that I feel and the way that I perceive reality. I feel like I'm getting a lot much more aware when I fall into those states. And I'd say the things that I do to keep myself out of that is simply gratitude. I think it's so common now. Everyone talks about gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I mean, you can't really force gratitude, but you really gotta feel it and like think about it super deeply, to the point where you feel it in your body, where, I mean, it's easier said than done, but I find that there are ways where when you're just feeling super down, you just look back at all the good memories, all the good times, and all the consistent things that I was able to accomplish, which is Like, wow, I've been journaling every day for pretty much the past 3 months. I've been working out consistently for the past 3 months. I've been consistently eating right to make sure I'm growing my muscles. I've been shooting some creative projects that I've been enjoying. And I'm like, wow, okay, I actually did a lot of good stuff, instead of leaning into the, man, I didn't do this, I'm not doing enough. Like, it's really just a switch in your perspective that causes you to actually realize that, wow, like, I'm alive. I'm here right now, and I have the privilege to be able to create these things. I have the privilege to work as a videographer. I'm privileged to even be able to experience all of this. I'm so privileged to be able to work out at a beautiful gym with a great environment. Like, what more can I ask for? Yeah, I may not hit a certain dollar amount that I hope I could make, or yeah, I'm not as happy with the physique that I have currently, but to attain it, I'm gonna keep working. So really, it's just enjoying the moment, enjoying the process of doing. And that's something that I'm always gonna keep preaching, something that I'm always gonna be doing. So yeah, I'd say life is always gonna test you. Life isn't going to be easy. It isn't going to be hard, depending on how you want to perceive it. But life will take you on a journey. So enjoy the ride, as they say. Yeah, I don't know. I always feel like I'm talking about the same things, but I feel like it's just so relevant in my life and everyone's lives, I think. So I hope this resonates with you guys on that topic of, making sure that you're not living in that pessimistic victim mentality, and making sure that you can try to get out of it as soon as you get into those states. You can change those moments. You can swing the pendulum and not have to sit in that sadness for too long. You got this. Come on now. If you're watching this, I seriously encourage you guys to always look at the good in life and not focus on the negative. Easy said than done, but it's that simple. Whatever you put your attention on, that's the reality you're going to receive. As like the news will put a bunch of negative, fearful stuff, you're gonna live in a fearful reality. But I choose to see an optimistic reality. I choose to see peace. I choose to see growth. I choose to be someone who isn't playing the victim anymore. Gotta keep going. Keep going. Because life's gonna keep flowing. That's all I gotta say. Well, I'm actually about to be home now, so thanks for listening and watching. I love you guys, and take care. Peace.